Elizabeth Warren again dodging questions about how her big government single-payer health plan would raise taxes on the middle class. Watch this.
Middle-class families are going to see their costs go down.
But will their taxes go up?
Well, but here's the thing.
Here's the thing. I've listened to these answers a few times before.
For middle-class families, for hardworking people, costs are going to go down.
But that's not the same as taxes not going up.
What matters to families is cost.
You guys dodged that tonight.
No, it's not a dodge. It's about
because Jake Tapper kept saying, how much of your tax is going to go up? And you'd said,
how much are your costs going to go down?
No, different question. How much will your taxes go up?
No, it's how much are your costs?
I have a different question.
Let's take it up with Boston Herald radio host Adriana Cohen. It sounds like Elizabeth Warren is really doing the hard sell on things that people aren't buying. They're asking, are you going to raise taxes? It's a simple yes or no question.
Exactly, and it's about time she was upfront with the American people. Of course, her Medicare for All plan is going to raise taxes. There's been studies on this that Medicare for All is going to cost at least $40 trillion, and if you look at how she plans on paying for it with her ultra millionaires tax, that's only projected to raise $3 trillion. So where is she going to get the remaining $37 trillion from? The middle class, because there's nobody left to pay for it. So of course, it's going to go up. And also, Liz, all the Democrats running for president right now, they've all pledged to give free health care to illegal immigrants. That's at least 12 million illegal immigrants. So how that's going to jack up the cost even further. And so Americans need to beware. Your taxes are going to go through the roof if any Democrat is elected president.
And here we've got this pretty much, it could be called an economic bombshell. Senator Bernie Sanders saying he wants to tax lower income people making just $30,000 a year to pay for his single payer. Watch this.
Now, having said that, is health care free? No, it is not. So what we do is exempt the first $29,000 of a person's income. You make less than $29,000, you pay nothing in taxes. Above that, in a progressive way, with the wealthiest people in this country paying the largest percentage, people do pay more in taxes.
So it's not just middle class taxes are going to go up, it's the lower income class taxes are going to go up.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a disaster for America. And Liz, let's not forget the fact that Medicare for All abolishes at least 150 million Americans who have private health care insurance. And it destroys all those industries, the entire health care industry. So imagine what that's going to cost America when all those people who work in the health care industry are out of work and then they're put on welfare. How is that going to, who's going to pay for that? Who's going to pay for their welfare? And they're going to be unemployed. I mean, so the ramifications to this cannot be underestimated. And at least I give Bernie Sanders credit. At least he's admitting that people are going to be paying taxes. It's time for Elizabeth Warren to do the same.
Yeah, and we also have Joe Biden now talking about a Wall Street tax that would take money out of accounts Americans need to retire. And throughout this, we've been tracking this. Sanders is, to your point, he's getting better, admitting, he's going to raise taxes. But Warren continues to dodge questions on how these taxes will hurt Americans. What do you think of Biden's new tax there?
Well, look, it's going to hurt 50% of Americans. So many Americans, not a huge chunk, 50%, have 401ks that are going to get hit by this, a Wall Street tax. They have 401ks, pensions, and it's particularly going to hurt retirees, the elderly. Okay. So this is the last thing the elderly people need. I mean, they already have skyrocketing, drug costs.
Adriana Cohen, thank you so much for joining us. Coming up, former ICE Director Thomas Homan shutting